Hi everyone, it's Laura Renner here, founder of Freedom Makers. It's been a while since we've gone live, but we thought this would be a great opportunity to share with you what we've been up to this past year, especially during COVID. So I hope you'll join us and enjoy this 2020 year in review. Now, we are, we of course know and empathize with how tough this year has been, and it's continuing, and we're continuing to work through it, and we're going to come out from it stronger. um, but yeah, it's been a tough year, and of course we recognize that, and at the same time we're just thankful for our growth and being able to help small business owners who need assistance, but not full-time assistance. And so we're able to stay within their budgets, and we're also able to help them grow. And I think, for us, because we were remote from the beginning, operationally, we were set up, if you will, for COVID. And so um, that allowed us, we did have some growth this year. And part of it was because we were ready. And I think part of it was because, everything we've been working behind the scenes to do better for our spouses and for our clients, our small business owners, had a chance to shine this year. And so for us, we're just grateful that we got to continue putting military spouses to work, offering them flexible work opportunities, and we also got to continue supporting small businesses and helping them while they continue to operate during this unprecedented time with COVID. And so for us, we were just really grateful for our growth that happened this year, and being able to support spouses and small business owners. At the same time, we were working on improving a lot of things, especially during some slow periods. We took advantage of that to uh, really make some improvements. One thing is we got really lucky in that one of our Freedom Makers had some availability, and she and her partner built out a proprietary, like, in-house time tracking and billing system for us called TwinBee, and it's really revolutionized how we do business, in the sense that clients can get real-time updates on what they're doing with their prepaid balances, and Freedom Makers have more accurate and easier time tracking functionality with TwinBee. And then on the back end for us, it's made it a lot easier for us to manage all of that, which of course helped us be ready for more growth. Another big thing we did this year is we rolled out mentoring for our Freedom Makers. We approached a few of our engaged and active and successful Freedom Makers and asked if they'd be willing to give back to our community and mentor spouses who have joined us and are getting started in the remote workspace, or the even small business space, and being able to understand the challenges that small business owners face and how we can support them with that. And so that's been exciting to see. And then I think to sort of up level or step up our game from that, we recently rolled out a new role called a Freedom Maker Success Manager. And previously we had a success manager who focused on helping ensure the relationship between the Freedom Maker and the client was set up for success. And then we split them out, and so that one has stayed focused on the client side of things, helping them be understand how best to delegate and rely on their Freedom Maker. And then on the Freedom Maker Success Manager side, how do we nurture and grow and set our Freedom Makers up for success? And so that's been fun to see and exciting to see as we roll that out, what's going to come about from that. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Jenny, because she is spearheading that new role. We've really focused a lot this year on strengthening our internal systems. We have weekly operations meetings now. We've moved everything to Asana. I probably should add a shout out to Asana in our tags, because we pretty much run our entire business through Asana. And that was about a year ago that we signed up for them. I think we just paid our subscription, like, literally in the last week for the next year. So that was really phenomenal to have that, and really, again, help streamline and strengthen our internal systems. And if you've ever talked to me, I always say tech amplifies. So if you have a crap system, tech makes it worse. If you have a great system, tech makes it better. And so I just want to highlight that we focused really hard on making sure our internal systems were improving, and then Asana just took us to the next level, just knocked it out of the park for us. Another big um, milestone this year is we started incorporating corporate clients and taking on projects for them. So it's a little bit different from small businesses. I always say small business owners, they wear all the hats. They're the IT, the marketing, the finance, the operations, the sales, customer service. They do everything. And so when they hire a freedom maker, the freedom maker kind of becomes a Jane of all trades, helping in all those areas. And with our corporate clients, we became very project focused, taking care of one specific task with um, a target end date, things like that. And so we were able to adjust to that pretty smoothly. I actually shout out to Erin for that. She knocked it out of the park on that one. And the nice thing about that is we brought freedom makers together to operate in a team environment, and they seem to really enjoy that. So we're excited for the future with being able to offer a variety, Jane of all trades type role, and then a team environment type role as well for our corporate clients. Um, we had some tremendous growth this year, and we're grateful for that, and it's awesome. And the nice thing too is that were I'm particularly proud, and I think the team is too, of how we had set everything up to be able to handle that growth. And so that's exciting, and sets us up for next year as well. Um, Another big thing that we accomplished this year was really developing or putting some structure around our partnerships. And we formalized some partnership agreements. It's just exciting to see when people are working closely together or hand in hand toward the same mission, how we can help each other and complement each other to achieve each of our missions in the way that we're going for it. And so we tagged a few of our partners there, and thank you to you guys, and shout out to you, and excited to continue to march toward our missions together. Um, Another big one, well, so I'd say one of the things we always do is every quarter the internal team comes together, and we take a few hours and talk about what we thought went well in the quarter, and then what are some areas of opportunity for improvement in the following quarter. And so from that, we come up with initiatives that we want to focus on in the following quarter. And and I think that's part of where our constant drive or consistent drive for improvement comes from, because that's just become part of our habit of, all right, this is what we're going to work on this quarter. What are we going to do next quarter? And there's a couple benefits of that. One, it's not overwhelming to be like, oh, we got to do this, and this. We tend to focus on one quarter at a time. What are we going to improve? The other thing is it's become almost like an adventure. I don't want to say almost. It's become an adventure to sort of see, oh, I wonder what's going to happen next, kind of thing. And so I just wanted to highlight a couple stories of where I'm personally grateful. Hopefully, I don't get too choked up. But I, for Q3, for July, August, September, we took on something like 5 initiatives, and these were huge, game changing initiatives. And I was nervous because I didn't think it was responsible to take on that many at one time. But the team, they were really pushing for it. And I said something. I said, are you guys sure we can handle 5 at one time? And their response was, we don't have a choice. And not like we're being forced to do it, but rather those 5 initiatives were critical for us going to the next level. And they knew they could take it on. They knew we would succeed, and they wanted to do it. Now, mind you, at that time, I was in the reserve, or I am in the reserve, and I was working full time for an assignment with the reserve. So I think that was part of where my anxiety was coming from: is how are we going to handle these major initiatives when I'm doing some full time work in the Air Force right now? And they were like, "We got this. We need to do it. We're ready for it. We're going to take care of it." And boy, did they kill it! They knocked it out of the park. One of those was Twinbee. One of those is a website, which should be going live here in a couple weeks. And so I can't tell you how blown away I am by the team and just how committed they are and what they bring to make us better. Oh my goodness. um, so, with that, the initiative, so to bring back some humor into this, a few weeks ago, Erin we were in a call she was joking. Or someone, I think Jenny brought up, well, how are we going to do this? And Erin said, you never know. We might have a whole new process and system and software to take care of that. And I remember laughing at that, but then sure enough, that's where we're at right now, where we are rolling out, and we just engaged with a software company, and we're rolling out an onboarding system for new freedom makers. So we're excited to see where that's going to take us and really improve um, how we welcome spouses into our network and how we present opportunities and find them and give them work that they will find fulfilling, or offer work to them that they will find fulfilling. Um, and so we're excited to see where that's coming from, but also to take a step back on that, in researching what are what was available for recruiting, screening, and matching freedom makers to our clients, I realized that there seems to be this disconnect in industry as a whole, in business as a whole, around human capital, around talent, and around how we manage that and appreciate that. And it was disappointing to see really how people aren't, or companies don't really appreciate what people bring to the company. And I know there's a lot of talk around, oh yeah, we have a good culture and we're really focused on our people, but just looking at the different software options out there for recruiting, screening, and matching talent to opportunities, it was a little disappointing to see. And it sort of was a mirror back to me, at least, and to the company about how, you know, what we're doing is different, but also that we need to be better at it. And so it's sort of, at least for me personally, renewed my focus and appreciation of how we need to make sure that we are doing better and improving where we're engaging with our freedom makers and how we serve them. And so that's part of what's driving this new software, because we found that this software company really agrees with us, and they've built it in a way that really resonates with us, and also just our focus on the freedom makers and what we bring to the table for them and how we can set them up for success. And then in turn, that sets our clients up for success. So that's really exciting to see. Our next call is next week. So who knows what's going to be on the horizon for Q1, but it's just neat to see all the improvements take hold, and just also how the team has really embraced that mindset of improvement. And even I know I'm kind of rambling now, but I was talking to a freedom maker who's like, yeah, I'm always excited to see what you guys are coming up with next. And so it's just kind of cool that I think that we have that culture now, and just excited to see where it takes us. But those are just a few of our accomplishments this year. And thank you for joining and for watching, and looking forward to sharing what comes up next. I know, like I said, 2020 has been a tough year. Even like I live in the Bay Area, go Oakland, but yet we just went into another shutdown. So I know this is starting to hit a lot of people closer to home, and wishing you all the best, and hoping, stay strong while we get through this. I see, the end is the light of the what's that called? The light at the end of the tunnel is there, with the vaccine coming, and just, look out for each other, take care of each other, and we'll see you on the other side. All right. Happy holidays. And here's to a better 2021. Thank you all.